You cannot try harder than your ex in conversation and expect to get them back. Hey, I'm Coach Benny, and I help people get their exes back. And whenever you're talking to your ex again, maybe after a period of no contact, when you guys are talking, you have to put in strategically less effort than your ex. Now, some people are going to hear this and they're going to be a cold fish. And I see this when I get on sessions with people. They'll share their screen, they'll show me their texts, and I'll look in and I can see that they're being too cold. They know that they should do less. They're replying a little bit slower and all this kind of thing. Sometimes people reply way too slow, and then you get into this standoff where each of you are only sending like one text over like a couple days. That's a whole other mess, okay? But in terms of how much effort you're putting into your messages, some people will recognize they need to do less, but they'll just be too cold. There's a proper amount of effort to put in with your ex, the person that dumped you. And at the end of the day, what that should look like is going about one notch down from their volume level. So if you look at their effort and you say, hey, I'm going to size this up at like, a 7 out of 10 effort level, right? Then I'm going to turn the volume switch down one to like 6. And that's about how much effort I'm going to put into the next reply. When we're looking at effort, we're thinking about, how much effort did you put in to type out that message? Did you punctuate your sentence? Did you capitalize your letters? Did you throw some emojis on there? Did you use formal grammar as opposed to slang? Are you asking questions? Are you playing along with the jokes? All these things are metrics of effort. And however much your ex is putting in, you want to like slide underneath that at like one notch below. What a lot of people do is they'll get so excited that their ex is messaging them, and they'll just willy-nilly respond to whatever that evokes inside of them, and they'll just send them like a big paragraph. They'll do like one paragraph, space, next paragraph, and they'll like address everything that the ex said, like without any regard to how much effort they're putting in whatsoever. And then I'll go through and look at their screenshots. The ex will just be like saying shit like, WYD or whatever. They'll have these like little one-liner casual texts. They're not even using like real words per se. And then, the person that's chasing was just like boom, 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 right? You cannot be over-invested in relation to that amount of effort that your ex is putting in. It's almost like when you see their little 5-word response, you can imagine that like no capitalization, like just all lowercase, like they're just typing in a message real quick, throwing their phone down, like going back to their show, right? That's the way that they're treating texting you. And you're like, oh, look, they said something. You're like, okay, I got to address this word, right? Like, they said 5 words. And you're like, boom, 5 paragraphs for their 5 words. That's a mistake. But even when you think you're doing less, you're doing more. Let's say your bubble is in relation to the size of their text bubble. But if you're capitalizing and punctuating and they're not, already you're putting in more effort, right? So you have to kind of look at, what you're doing in those messages. Why does effort matter? Well, whoever's chasing the other one is putting in more effort, obviously. And if your ex has dumped you, you cannot chase them because they have to decide that they want you back, which is going to be this slow process of them feeling you out and you showing that you're not going to, fill the gap there. Like they're going to have to put in some effort, right? You have to let them feel that. And until they can tell that you're not in the bag, that they're going to have to put some effort in, they're not going to come towards you. And any attempts that you make to come towards them are just going to be categorically shut down. Take this from experience, okay? Not only have I helped a lot of people get their ex back, but I've been a dating coach for many years, and I see these same things play out over dating apps. So if you want to benefit from experience, click into my profile, click this link right here, set up a call with me, and tell me your story, and I'll give you a step-by-step plan to get your ex back.